Hi, I'm Chris Parry from EQUITY.GURU, and welcome to my rant of the day. So today we're doing companies we think suck balls. It's a nice refreshing change for us because we see a lot of companies that do suck the testiculars. So today what I'm going to talk about is a company called Netflix. Why does Netflix suck balls? Look, this might be shooting fish in a barrel here, but Netflix sucks. And it doesn't just suck as a company on the exchange that is currently down like 60-something%. It sucks because it sucks. Like, we all have a Netflix account, right? Every single one of us out there has a Netflix account. If you don't have a Netflix account, then you're one of those people that says, "Oh, I never watch television." And everybody hates you. You're worse than vegans. But Netflix has gone in the past, what is it, 6 months, from $690 a share to under $200 a share. Under $200 from $690. I mean, Christ, you don't need me to tell you the company sucks. But here's why the company sucks. And it's actually damaging a whole lot of other companies. And that is Netflix has gone from this service that curated original, fantastic content that made people say, I have to get a Netflix account because I want to watch The Queen's Gambit. I want to watch House of Cards, Orange is the New Black. All the other things that came out, Stranger Things, all the things that came out, and we were like, that's fantastic TV. Now what have we got? A couple of years later, and we've got Selling Sunset and reality shows where people get married in a hurry. Honest to God, Netflix, this is what you've got. You're competing with the entire world streaming services. It's not just you versus Blockbuster anymore. It's you versus Disney. It's you versus Peacock and Paramount and versus fucking National Geographic, Discovery. CNN Plus just released this thing CNN just released CNN Plus, their subscription-based model. They ran it for 3 weeks, and then Netflix shit the bed on its subscriber numbers, and out went the plug from Discovery. They pulled the plug on this thing after 3 weeks and $300 million spent. Why? Because Netflix is the canary in the coal mine. Netflix is demonstrating that there is no future at this point in streaming networks. And what I mean by there is no future, I don't mean there's never going to be a streaming network that does well. I mean that, and Scott Galloway has pointed this out recently on his podcast, the expectation is that for your $20 a week, that you're going to receive $2 billion worth of original programming. And that's not sustainable. That means that every household in the US that has Netflix is basically getting $3,000 worth of spend on original content alone just to keep that $20 a month coming. Now, that's nuts. That's not a business model. But as long as everybody was thinking more and more people are getting more and more streaming services, then the math didn't matter. People just bought the stock all the way up to $690. Now, at $690, here's the thing, is right now, you're looking at Netflix at $197 a share. That brings us a market cap of $88 billion. Still way too much, considering what they actually get from the consumer every month and what they spend to keep it. Right? Now, take away that 690, get it down to 210. You're looking at a triple of that market cap before the big downward trend came, right? So you're looking at about a $300 billion company. Now, that's such a fall off that many people would say, well, maybe it's going to hit the dead cat bounce. Maybe this is the level. Maybe this is where you buy back in. Don't be a fucking idiot. That isn't what's happening here. If you look at your credit card statement and you look at all the money you're spending on all of the streaming networks, you are spending more than you did on cable. But on cable, you can record a damn thing in advance and have it on your PVR. You can look at a TV listings and know what's playing on every damn station. With the streaming services, I got to go to Netflix, see what's new. They give me what the algorithm thinks I like. Misses a whole bunch of stuff that I probably do like. Then I got to go to Crave, do the same thing. I got to go to Prime and do the same thing again. I got to go to Hulu. I got to go to BritBox. I got to go to DAZN to look at sports, or increasingly not see sports because they're losing all their sports rights. There's all these damn streaming networks. And all I want to do is know where I can watch the movie that I actually want to watch. I'm not even on Disney. Apple Plus has only got 3 or 4 things a month that are interesting. So I'm spending more than I did on cable, plus I still have cable because there are a few things I enjoy watching that aren't there yet. This is worse for the consumer. There's so much damn content available and no time to watch it, and no ability to see what's happening on different streaming networks that I'm not already paying. So all I'm doing is basically just bouncing around like I used to on cable. Where's the advantage? What have am I seriously, now I've got to go to 5 or 6 different streaming systems in order to see some just basic fucking reality TV? Like, if Netflix has decided that they don't want to spend money on good stuff anymore and they're happy with the reality TV market, why am I going to bother? I'll just go back and watch Discovery on TV. Why not just stick a gun to my head and blow my face off? And to get the same result as watching 16 hours of reality TV. But I digress. Stranger Things season, 3, 4 is about to happen on Netflix. They're spending $30 million an episode on Stranger Things season whatever. $30 million an episode. You don't think that math doesn't still work out? You've got a company worth $88 billion. They're going to spend on 10 episodes $300 million of one show that they're going to crowd out with their reality shit, and that half of us are going to forget it or even existing. Like, man, the golden age of TV has come and it's gone. And now what we're doing is we're watching Roku, Tubi, all these other advertiser-supported streaming services that give us from 1970 to 1995 of TV, or from 1995 to 2012 of TV, or give us all the stuff that's like, stupid midnight schlock. You can get Shudder and watch all your horror movies. Like, the reality that Netflix came up with, which was, hey, we're going to stream all this stuff and we're going to be the ones that do it when no one else thinks it's possible. See you later, Blockbuster. Fantastic, good. You got 10 years head start on everybody. Nobody took streaming seriously. Now they're taking it seriously. And Netflix's response to that is the dumbest, lamest. We're going to double our price and we're going to run ads and we're going to give you shitty reality TV that you switched away from cable TV from in the first place. Like, what sort of idiots are running this company? They look at the share price and they don't seem to think that anything is wrong. And if you're going from $330 a share down to $250 a share in a day, things are horribly wrong. And what Netflix has done by their mismanagement, by their stupidity, by their going for the easy short-term dollars instead of the quality that makes people actually subscribe and feel like they're getting value for money, what they've done is they've harpooned every other streaming service. They're all down now because what they've shown is streaming isn't just about attracting consumers and building your market share to a point where it will never end. What they're doing now is they're showing there is a cap where there are no more people to get. And in fact, people who are already there start looking at their credit card statement and saying, do I want Disney? Or do I want Apple? Or do I want Crave? Or do I want Hulu, Prime, or Netflix? Which of these things do I actually need? Because I don't need all of them, can't afford all of them, don't want to be jumping from one to one to one to one. I want to just say, hey, you know what I want to do? I want to watch Moneyball tonight. Where is it? How do I find it? Where is it on? And do I have to start a new account to watch it? Or do I have an existing thing that's going to... It's hard work now. It used to be Netflix was like, here are 18 shows that are great. And all you got to do is figure out which ones you prioritize. Now it's, here are 58 shows that suck. And if we're lucky, one of them shows up. I'll tell you this on the side. Making Fun on Netflix is a hell of a good show. If you're done with toxic masculinity and you want to find a group of dudes who are like genuinely fun, good, creative, humorous, intelligent dudes, the sort of group of friends that you wish you had, that you used to have when you were 20, this show is like, fuck everything else. If you still got your Netflix account, go watch Making Fun. I guarantee you will enjoy it. It is good stuff. But everything else sucks. Selling Sunset, fire a bullet through my brain. Just set me on fire and immolate me on the steps of Netflix HQ. What the fuck? Now, I know people will watch it because sometimes you're doing things and you just need sound on in the background. So what are you going to do? You're just going to put on whatever's trending, whatever's new. Okay, great. I might look at it 3 times in a half an hour. Netflix thinks that's engagement. Netflix thinks that's enthusiastic following of this, and we want more of it. Man, oh man, look, I've watched the wedding shows, the ones where people know each other for 3.5 minutes and get married, and then we're surprised that it doesn't work out. I've watched them. You know why I've watched them? Because sometimes I cook, and sometimes I don't want Stranger Things episode 2. I want something that's just in the background. Now Netflix thinks that's all I want. And this is the problem with the algorithm. Occasionally, I close my account and I restart it from fresh because I get rid of all that bullshit that Netflix thinks it knows about me and narrows down to such a small stream of shit that it suggests that it's unusable. The algorithm gets it wrong. TikTok's algorithm, well, that gets everything right. TikTok's algorithm, it finds your interest real damn quick and it lays it on you. But the Netflix algorithm, don't even get me started. And another thing, fuck, I'm on a roll. How can it be that Netflix has been doing what it's doing for the last 15 years and the graphic user interface is still such shit? How can you be so bad at allowing people to discover new things that every other streaming service just does the exact same thing as you? There's no separation. There's no way that you're better. When you hit the random thing, show me something at random, it shows you things that are on your list. Do you not understand what random means? All right, so that's it. Netflix sucks. I hate Netflix. Honest to God, I don't think it's finished falling. I think the next time you see their financials, you're going to see this thing shuddering. You're going to see it go down to $80 a share. Do not short stocks that are wildly volatile. It will bite you on the ass. But do not think that this thing is done bleeding out. It is not just not done bleeding out, but the other streaming services are cutting their budgets in expectation that they will take the same hit. People are starting to make decisions. Which streaming service do I really need? And I got to tell you, I've spent more time watching the Roku app than I have all the other streaming apps recently. Because yeah, the ads are loud and annoying, but there's content. And there's no algorithm telling me that I should watch the same shit that I accidentally watched last May. It's just back to normal TV, but it's free, which is why we cut the cord with cable in the first place. Netflix was $6 a month. Cable was $100. So we got Netflix. And then we go, well, we'll get Prime because we already get our Prime account. We get shit delivered to us. Sure, we'll watch Prime Video. It's no extra cost. Then you got Disney and you've got Apple and you've got, who needs it, man? I'm done. I just want a couple of free apps and everything else can go to hell because the original content is not worth shit. I will say, We Crashed, amazing, but I hate everyone in it. I will say that Winning Time, the LA Lakers series, fantastic, love it. There's a lot of good stuff and original content that's being made right now, but it's drowned. You can't find it because of reality TV. This is why Netflix sucks. It has cratered its entire sector. Everyone else is going to struggle now because everyone now is aware that there is a cap to this business model. It's done. End it. Get out of Netflix while you can. Bad company. Peace.